Welcome back to Afternoon Express right here on SABC3. In case you just tuned in, just in time for part one of our very exciting cooking session with the food stylist Tessa right here in the kitchen. And today we are using, of course, the caviar of beef, Wagyu beef. We're going to make that the ribeye and accompany with some beer and mustard sauce. So let's get straight into it.
Okay, so we're going to grab our meat, and I'm just going to coat each side with a little bit of olive oil. You can see it is quite. Yeah, it's not quite dry. It's just from the fat, and then I'm going to
straight into the pan.
Straight into the pan.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay, you can hear it sizzle, and I'm just going to season it a bit.
Yeah.
Just very lightly.
Now, Tessa, I want to know the difference between Wagyu beef and, you know, an ordinary, let's say, ribeye. How much does it retail for?
It's quite a lot more. I would say at the moment, ribeye, you're probably looking at between 1,000 to 2,000 rand in a butchery per kg. Yeah, so it's quite expensive.
Wow.
The normal ribeye obviously is a lot less.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is going to be searing for about 1 to 2 minutes.
On each side?
Okay. And then we're going to pop it in the oven for about 5 minutes.
All right.
To cook through, or you know, to your likeness. Everybody likes steak a different way. So
how do you like yours?
Medium rare. I don't like it.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like it too rare, but that's also just
I like medium to well.
Yeah.
I don't like to see too much blood in there. All right.
So
fantastic.
Now that fat is literally going to melt into the meat.
Okay.
And you won't be able to see it at all when you cut it.
But you can obviously taste it. You said it melts in your mouth.
It really just adds all the flavor, all the juiciness, and just makes it buttery and soft.
Yeah. But obviously you could braai this. Could you pop it on a braai?
Absolutely.
You could,
Yeah. Check. So I'm just going to turn it. Can you see it's got that slight kind of seared mark? And you don't want to sear it to the point of dryness on the outside where it gets that ugly crust.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not what you want. You want it to still be quite soft.
All right. I also want to know the difference between a Wagyu cow beef and an ordinary one.
Okay,
what's the difference and how are they farmed?
Yeah, you know? Wagyu beef is from Japan. It's a Japanese breed of beef, and it's actually called Kobe beef in Japan. So similar to how champagne can only be called champagne in Champagne. It's the same thing. Kobe beef can only be called that in Japan. So elsewhere in the world, it's called Wagyu.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can have our own South African style Wagyu. Can we? We can.
Yeah.
All right. Fantastic.
So this is Wagyu Angus, where the Wagyu cow has been, or the Wagyu bull has been crossed with an Angus cow.
Interesting.
Kind of like creating a whole new breed out of the two.
Fantastic.
Okay, now I think this one's done on the side. So what we're going to do is just pop this in the oven for a bit, and then take it out to let it rest.
All right.
Okay.
All right, and then how long does it go in the oven for?
About 4 to 5 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then does that mean we can start on the sauce now?
Yes. So yeah, absolutely.
Get in there. Wow.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Of course, if you want any of the information, it will be on our website on afternoonexpress.co.za. You need to be in this kitchen. It smells so good. A little bit later, we're going to be making that delicious beer and mustard sauce. Looking forward to that. But let's move on over back to Bonnie with Makani. Thank you so much, Bonnie. Getting into part 2 of our delicious recipe here this afternoon. And we're about to make a very delish beer and mustard sauce, right? Let's get into it.
Okay, so we've taken our steak out of the oven to rest. It needs some time for the proteins to just relax. And now we're going to make the sauce. So first up, I'm just going to saute some onions.
A little bit of butter there.
Yeah.
Very hot, that pan.
It is quite. Ooh. Okay. They don't need to have too much colour, just just until they're nice and soft.
But I mean, this combination, beer and mustard, very interesting.
Very nice. Okay.
Can you serve it to kids?
You actually could, because the alcohol actually cooks off.
Okay, cool.
So you just get the main flavour of the beer.
All right.
Okay, so here it goes in the beer.
And how much beer is that?
That's about 3/4 cup, half a cup. And then some stock.
Any kind of stock? Was it chicken,
beef stock is probably the best.
Okay.
I mean, you could use whatever you have on hand. Okay.
Do you need me to help you with that?
Yeah, do you want to just hold
that? And then you have to scoop a little bit of mustard in there, correct?
Yeah, so we're going to add all this mustard. This is just some hot English mustard.
Yeah.
And then...
That's my favorite.
whole grain. Yeah,
Whole
don't you
grain
love
mustard
whole
is
grain?
divine.
Okay, I think that's right. Okay, now we just need to put the heat up a bit. Now this needs to reduce until it gets nice and thick
Yes.
and creamy and rich. So that needs quite a bit of time. But let's just put in some salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper, absolutely, for some taste. And how long do you leave it to sit on the saucepan for?
Gosh, it'll probably be about 10-15 minutes to get it to the consistency that we want. But obviously we've got some already prepared. That's going to be...
And this is how it looks when it's all done.
Yeah, so you can see all the moisture is reduced, so it's nice and thick, and all those mustard and beer flavors are just mingling.
I cannot wait to just get in there. All right, well, Tessa, this looks absolutely amazing. After the break, of course, we're going to be dishing up and serving it all to our incredible guests. Talking about incredible guests, one of them is going to be performing after the break. His name is Nakane Torre. Make sure you don't go anywhere. More after the break, right here on Afternoon Express.
Express yourself.
Right now, it's time for us to get the party started. Bonnie's standing by.
How you doing, YouTube fam? Thank you so much for watching, sharing and commenting. We love hearing from you, so be sure to keep up to date with all things Afternoon Express by clicking the subscribe button right here.